Hello, people that how's all doing? I just want to talk to people for a second. Just to reiterate, what people should be doing in this moment of time, and the measures they should be taking to protect themselves and to protect their families and to protect the wider community. And now we were shocked to hear today the Gardaí stopped a woman, and she's positive for coronavirus. She's self isolating at home, and she was going to post a letter. Um, and obviously she was confirmed to have the coronavirus, and obviously and that wasn't the right thing to do. To go out and post a letter. So I'm just saying to people, if you do have the coronavirus and if you're not in ICU or in the emergency departments or in the hospital, can you please just stay inside? I know it's a lot to ask. Believe me, I know it's very difficult to stay inside instead of in four walls. But it's to protect you and it's to stop the virus from spreading. It is a lot to ask. Believe me, it is a lot. But it is the right thing to do. As regards to hand washing, and I know it's very hard to get hand sanitizers. We have companies working round the clock to try and make hand sanitizers and everything. I suggest to people, try and use hand sanitizer if you do have a hand sanitizer, even though only soap would do. It doesn't have to be special soap, any soap would do, as long as it kills bacteria in your hands, because it can. And be careful to wash, like this table I'm using here, and to show it to you, the podium here. I clean this 3 times a day, just in case. Like, I'm the only one who touches it, but just in case. It's always good to have good habits, I suppose. Including everything around it, my desks and everything like that. I clean it 3 times a day. Once in the morning, once in the evening, and then one before I go to bed. So just keep it just as a precaution. Always it's good to take the precautions. Now one more thing. Yeah, take it now. So keep good hygiene too. Can keep yourself away, and obviously social distancing and everything like that. If it's alright to go out for a walk, but don't go out for a walk with 16 or 17 people. As some young people have done. We don't want to be ignorant. Like 4 people is the max. People should be taken out to go anywhere. It's difficult in cars. I know. When you're in a car and it's only 4 seats, can't isolate yourself that often. But I'm just saying to people, don't be going out with so many people for walking groups and things like that. It's not that we're trying to limit rights or anything like this, trying to stop the spread. Unfortunately, this 43,000 people in this world are dead because of this virus. We have to take precautions because it is a weird threat. It is the biggest threat of the century, obviously, and possibly will be the biggest threat of the century. And it is hard. It's difficult. I know it's difficult for young people. It's difficult for everybody to adapt to this situation. But it will take. I'm not going to lie to people. I have to admit it. It will take a year probably before this country will recover from this virus. I might as well say straight. It's going to take us a long, long time to get over this. The financial loss is going to take years for us to get over it. But to get rid of the virus in this country probably will take a lot. It will probably will. I'm not going to lie to people. It's going to take a lot out of us to get rid of this virus. But I'm saying to people to stay strong. It will take probably a long, long time. It probably will take at least 6 months at least. That's the average before this virus is gone off this island. That's just an estimate, but it will not. It will. I say it might be done. Hopefully, please God, it will be done by Christmas. But it's very unlikely. I might as well be true for whatever, but it's very, very unlikely to be gone by Christmas. We might go into 2021 with this virus. But I'm saying to people, be hopeful, because tomorrow could bring a new cure. Tomorrow could bring a new tomorrow. And tomorrow could bring a new tomorrow. Of course, we'll bring tomorrow. But it could bring a new opportunities to reduce the virus's spread. To bring new cures and things like that, vaccines. I'm saying to people, just bear with us. We're not trying to, like people are saying that the government are trying to be a dictatorship, and and to an extent I would 50-50 would agree in that. Some of the measures are very harsh, but as I was saying, and as we were saying as county councillors in Cavan, if we didn't have the schools closed and we didn't close public spaces and everything like that, we would be looking at 400, 500 cases, 600 maybe at most cases in Cavan at the moment. Thankfully it's only 24. 31, sorry, not 24. But if we didn't take that action, we would be have a huge problem in our hands. We wouldn't be able to cope in carbon. Simple as that. It's given us more time to buy equipment, get things ready, and to be more prepared. But you see where I'm going. Like, it's not that we limit people's rights. We're trying to stop the spread. We're trying to save lives. There's so many heartbroken families at the moment in time who've lost loved ones. We really don't want that to happen to anybody. So I'm just saying to people, walk with us. Don't walk against us, because walking against us is not going to get anywhere. We're not going to get anything done. And this virus is only going to continue to grow and to continue to spread if people don't walk with us. I know people might say, it's hard to work with an unelected government. That's true for Fine Gael shouldn't be in power at the moment. But we have to work with what we got, I'm afraid. I don't have much faith in the Fine Gael government, obviously. But we'll take the advice of them, because obviously they're advised by the Chief Medical Officer, and also the HSC staff. But I'm just saying to people, it will take a long time. This country will take years to recover. I'm not trying to frighten anybody. I'm just stating the facts, because it's very obvious to see. We spent 30 billion. Yeah, 30 billion. It's going to take us a long, long time, and it's most likely we'll have to borrow money of countries to continue this effort, because we can't last another 2 months with half of our workforce out of work. But the only thing we could do is pray for the best and hope for the best. People just take care and be safe, and listen to my wise words. Because I am a citizen of Ireland, and we don't want anybody to suffer. There's enough suffering in this world, in this country especially, with this virus. I'm just saying to follow the advice and everything, and hopefully, please God, your families will be affected. Please God, it will leave this planet soon. Thank you.